Have you ever finished something you worked really hard on, and the first thing you thought was, it's still not good enough? Or walked into a room and immediately wondered what everyone thought of you? If that sounds familiar, this one's for you. Today we're talking about the rejection shadow. It's that quiet but persistent voice that whispers, I am not good enough. And just like the abandonment shadow, this one didn't start with you. It started when you were very young. Here's how it forms. Children are incredibly sensitive to emotional signals, way more than most adults realize. And rejection doesn't have to be loud or obvious to leave a mark. It can be as subtle as a parent who was never quite satisfied with your grades, a home where affection felt like something you had to earn. Maybe you were compared to a sibling. Maybe you were embarrassed in front of others. Maybe you just felt unseen, unheard, like you were always slightly wrong somehow. When a child experiences that repeatedly, they don't think, my parent is struggling. They think, there must be something wrong with me. And from that moment, they start building their whole identity around one goal, avoiding disapproval. Now, fast forward to adulthood and look at what that becomes. Maybe you're the high achiever who never feels successful enough, no matter how much you accomplish. Maybe you're the people pleaser who says yes to everything and no to yourself. Maybe you avoid sharing your real opinions because you're terrified of being judged. Maybe you scroll through social media and feel like everyone else has it figured out except you. That's the rejection shadow at work. And here's what makes it so exhausting. External validation can never actually heal it. Another award, another compliment, another follower won't fix it. Because the wound isn't about achievement, it's about identity. It's the belief that who you are isn't enough, and no amount of what you do can permanently change that. So what does healing actually look like? It starts with one simple but radical idea. You do not need to earn your humanity. Your value is not a performance review. It's not the number of people who liked your last post. It is inherent. It was there before you ever accomplished a single thing, and it doesn't disappear when you fail. Healing means replacing that harsh inner critic with something gentler. Not toxic positivity, not pretending mistakes don't happen, but genuinely understanding that making a mistake doesn't make you a mistake. Imperfection isn't evidence of unworthiness, it's just evidence that you're human. It also means practicing authenticity instead of performance. There's a real difference between showing up as yourself and performing a version of yourself you think people will approve of. The performed version might get more applause in the short term, but it leaves you hollow, because deep down, you know it wasn't really you they were clapping for. And yes, some people won't choose you, some will criticize you, some will walk away. The healed version of this shadow can hold that truth without falling apart, because it knows that someone else's choice is not a verdict on your worth. The question shifts. Instead of, how do I get everyone to approve of me? It becomes, am I living truthfully? That's the work, not perfection, truth. So I want to leave you with this. What would change in your life if you genuinely believed you were already enough? You don't have to answer right now, just let it sit with you. Because the goal was never to become someone everyone approves of. The goal is to become someone who approves of themselves.